You think your cat is just sleeping at the foot of your bed. You're wrong. Scientists have captured footage of cats doing something to their sleeping owners that nobody talks about. And once you understand what it means, you'll never look at your cat the same way again. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll realize your cat has been telling you something every single night, and you've been completely missing it. Welcome to Feline Mind. If you're new here, hit subscribe right now, because what you discover here will change how you understand your cat forever. Let's start with the one that happens first, and the one most people explain away without ever knowing the real reason behind it. One, you've probably noticed it. You settle into bed, your eyes get heavy, and just before you drift off, you feel it. A dry nose pressing into the side of your neck, a warm muzzle resting on your chest. You assume your cat is just getting comfortable, finding a cozy spot to settle down for the night. But here's what's actually happening. Cats have a sense of smell that is, depending on the breed, between 14 and 16 times more powerful than a human's. And they use that nose for something that goes way beyond sniffing out birds. Your cat is reading your body chemistry in real time. When you transition from wakefulness into sleep, your breathing slows, your heart rate drops, your cortisol levels fall. To you, that's just falling asleep. To your cat, that's a biological shift. They can literally smell and sense it. That nuzzle into your neck, they're confirming that shift. They're checking you. This behavior has roots that go back thousands of years. Cats didn't become humanity's most fascinating companion by accident. They evolved alongside humans. And part of that evolution meant developing an acute awareness of human states. Emotional, physical, physiological. A cat in a colony needed to know if a companion was injured, sick, or vulnerable, and that instinct didn't disappear when they moved into your home. It just redirected toward you. There are documented cases, real medical cases, of cats alerting owners to oncoming seizures, blood pressure episodes, and early-stage illnesses, all detected through scent and breathing patterns. While the owner was asleep or resting, these aren't flukes. Researchers studying feline sensory behavior have shown that cats can detect subtle shifts in human body odor compounds that humans themselves can't perceive at all. So, when your cat presses their nose to your chest before settling down for the night, they aren't just being sweet. They're running a health scan. They're making sure you're okay before they allow themselves to rest. And here's the thing. What they do after confirming you're safe is something almost no one knows about. Keep watching. 2. The midnight patrol isn't insomnia. 3 in the morning, dead silence, and then soft padding across the floor. You hear paws on the hardwood. Your cat is up, moving through the house. You roll over half asleep and assume they got restless or wanted water. You fall back asleep, but your cat is working. Cats are not purely nocturnal, but they are what scientists call crepuscular and flexible sleepers, meaning they adjust their activity to match their environment and the needs of their social group. In the wild, felines operate with a heightened awareness across all hours. While some members of a colony rest, others maintain awareness. They watch the perimeter. They listen for threats. The group is never entirely unguarded. Your cat still runs that same code. Studies tracking domestic cat movement at night using infrared cameras and motion sensors have found that most cats become active between 2 and 4 times per night, often for periods lasting between 5 and 20 minutes. During these windows, they typically move through the home in patterns that aren't random. They check doors, they circle rooms, they pause at windows, they return to where you're sleeping, confirm you're still there, and then settle again. This is a security sweep. Your cat is checking the territory, and you are the most important thing in that territory. What's remarkable is that this behavior is more pronounced in cats who have a stronger attachment bond with their owner. The more your cat loves you, the more vigilant they are at night. While you're completely unconscious and unaware, your cat is quietly making sure nothing gets to you. Think about that the next time you grumble at them for waking you up, but that midnight patrol is only one piece of what's happening while you sleep. There's something else your cat does in the dark, something much quieter and honestly much stranger. And most owners have no idea it's happening. 3. You've probably caught your cat doing this during the day. Circling your laundry pile, dragging your worn tiche to their sleeping spot, curling up on the exact spot on the couch where you were sitting. It's cute, right, endearing, maybe a little strange, but at night it goes further. While you sleep, your cat will often move closer than they were when you first fell asleep. They'll press their body against yours, tuck their nose under your arm, or rest their chin across your legs. And this isn't just about warmth or comfort, though those play a role. Cats communicate belonging through scent. Their world is built on it. In a cat colony, animals who share a deep bond share a scent profile. They sleep together, they move together, and over time their individual scents blend into a shared identity. It's how a cat knows this is my colony on a primal, biological level. When your cat pushes against you while you sleep, they are actively participating in that process. They're absorbing your scent. They're reinforcing the olfactory record they carry of you, and they're depositing their own scent onto you in return. Cats have scent glands along their face, paws, and flanks. When your cat presses their cheek against your arm or rubs their head against your shoulder at night, they're not being randomly affectionate. They are marking you, not in an aggressive, territorial sense, but in the same way a cat marks another member of their own family. They're saying, "This person smells like us." It's one of the most sincere forms of acceptance a cat can express, and it happens quietly while you sleep, while you have no idea it's occurring. Still think your cat is just sleeping next to you. Keep watching, because what comes next might be the strangest behavior of all, and the science behind it is genuinely remarkable. 4. They watch things you can't see. You've seen it. You're lying in bed, almost asleep, and your cat suddenly lifts their head, eyes wide open, locked on the corner of the room, not moving, not making a sound, just staring at nothing. It's unnerving. A lot of people joke about it. Some people genuinely get a little spooked. But here's the actual explanation, and it's more fascinating than any ghost story. Cats don't experience darkness the way you do. Their eyes contain a reflective layer behind the retina called the tapetum lucidum, which functions like a biological mirror. It bounces light back through the retina a second time, essentially doubling the amount of light their photoreceptors can process. In conditions where you see a dark, featureless room, your cat may be seeing shapes, movement, and detail with near-perfect clarity. But vision is only part of it. Cats can hear frequencies between approximately 48 Hz and 85 Hz. Humans hear between roughly 20 and 20 Hz. That gap is enormous. What that means in practical terms is that your cat can hear insects moving inside the walls, rodents beneath the floorboards, cars on a road several blocks away, the ultrasonic hum of electronics, and sounds so subtle they don't even register as noise in your perceptual world. When your cat is staring at that corner at 2 in the morning, they are not hallucinating. They are not being weird. They are processing real, concrete sensory information that exists in your home, information your biology simply isn't equipped to detect. Their ears adjust, their nostrils flare, their whiskers shift almost imperceptibly. They're analyzing a whole layer of reality that runs parallel to yours, invisible and inaudible to you, but completely vivid to them. And here's the part worth sitting with. In most cases, after a few moments, your cat determines there's no threat, settles back down, and goes to sleep. They completed the assessment, they decided you were safe, they are not confused, they're just doing their job. 5. This one is almost unbelievable until you understand the science behind it. You've probably experienced waking from a nightmare to find your cat right there, pressed against you, pawing at your hand, making soft chirps. Most people assume the cat woke up and then came over. But research suggests what's actually happening is far more sophisticated than that. Cats are exquisitely sensitive readers of human physiological state. When a person enters a nightmare or a period of intense dream activity, their body responds. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes irregular, sometimes they move, sweat, or make sounds. These changes are subtle. A human in the next room might not notice them. Your cat notices immediately. Studies on feline behavior and human sleep cycles have shown that cats frequently approach their sleeping owners during periods of REM sleep, particularly during episodes that correspond with elevated heart rate and irregular breathing. They don't necessarily wake the person. Instead, they make contact. They press in closer. They rest a paw on the person's body, and in many cases, the person's physiological signs of distress begin to decrease without them ever regaining consciousness. Your cat is calming you down while you sleep without you knowing it's happening. This behavior is so consistent and measurable that it mirrors what trained therapy animals do for people experiencing nighttime distress. But domesticated cats do a version of this spontaneously, without any training, simply because their bond with their owner is strong enough that your distress becomes their distress. They feel what you feel, even while you're unconscious, even while they could simply stay asleep, and they choose every single time to do something about it. 6. Think back to the beginning of this video. Your cat pressing their nose to your chest at night, checking your breathing, confirming you're okay. That's where the night begins. Here's where it ends. After your cat has completed their patrol, after they've settled in close to you, after they've confirmed that you're safe and breathing and at peace, something happens that almost no one has ever seen, because the only way to capture it is with a night vision camera in complete darkness, when everyone in the room is fully asleep. Cats have a behavior you already know in its daytime form. The slow blink. That long, soft, deliberate closing of the eyes that feline behaviorists describe as a cat kiss. A signal of total trust and emotional safety. But at night, beside a sleeping owner, it takes on an entirely different dimension. Researchers studying cats during sleep proximity to their owners have documented what they describe as a resting gaze. A cat who positions themselves facing their sleeping owner and simply looks at them, calm, still, ears soft, body relaxed, not alert, not scanning for threats, just present. And then, in the dark, with no one watching, they slow blink, once, sometimes twice. In feline body language, the slow blink is reserved for beings a cat feels completely safe with, completely bonded to. Hard staring is a challenge or a warning. But a cat with soft eyes and a relaxed body who holds a quiet gaze and slow blinks in the dark, that's a cat in a state of deep emotional safety and love. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, has been shown to release in cats during positive, calm interactions with their owners. But here's the thing about what happens at night. The exchange isn't mutual. You're asleep. You'll never see it. Your cat is gazing at you, releasing bonding hormones, entering a state of calm, deep emotional connection, pointed entirely at someone who is completely unaware it's happening. They're not doing it for a reward. They're not doing it because you're watching. They're not performing affection. They're just feeling it and expressing it in the dark, in the silence, in the only language they have. Researchers have also documented cats performing what's described as a proximity press at this stage of the night. They'll inch closer to their sleeping owner, not dramatically, just enough that some part of their body is in contact with some part of yours. A paw against your leg, a chin on your foot, just enough. In colony behavior, this contact during sleep is reserved for cats with the strongest bonds. It signals, I choose to be this close to you. Your cat has chosen you, not because you feed them, though you do, not because you're useful, though you are, but because somewhere in that ancient, quietly devoted, endlessly mysterious mind, you became their person. You became the center of their world, and every single night, while you sleep and dream and drift through the dark, completely unaware, your cat is awake, watching, protecting, loving you in the purest way they know how. You'll never catch them doing it, but now you know it's happening, and that changes everything. If this made you see your cat differently, share it with someone whose cat deserves to be understood, and subscribe to Feline Mind, because next time we're going into something even deeper. What your cat is actually trying to tell you when they slow blink at you in the light of day, that one will stay with you.